Hanukkah, or Hanukkah, is a Jewish high holiday that falls on the 25th day of the month of Kislev in the Jewish calendar, and it lasts for 8 days. Now, because the Jewish calendar is based off the lunar cycle, the dates of Jewish holidays according to the Gregorian calendar change from year to year. This year, Hanukkah falls on Thursday, December 10th, starting at sundown, and ends at sundown on Friday, December 18th. Now, the history of Hanukkah goes a little something like this. Around 200 BC, Judea, also referred to as the land of Israel, was taken over by Antiochus III, the Seleucid king of Syria. Antiochus III was willing and allowed the Jewish people to continue practicing their faith with little to no issues. However, once he died and his son Antiochus IV came into power, the dynamic shifted drastically. Antiochus IV outlawed the Jewish faith and was attempting to force the beliefs of the Greek practices upon them. He even went so far as to attack the city of Jerusalem, kill thousands of people, desecrate the Second Temple by erecting an altar to Zeus there, and killing and sacrificing pigs within its sacred walls. Mattathias, a Jewish priest, and his 5 sons staged a revolution against the Seleucid monarchy. And when Mattathias died in 166 BC, his son Judah took over, and within 2 years, they drove out the oppressors off their land. When Judah and the other Jewish people were fixing up the Second Temple, they realized that they only had enough untainted oil to last them for 1 night of light. Miraculously, and to their surprise, the oil lasted them 8 nights, which was just enough time for them to find or make new oil for more light. This inspired the Jewish sages to start a yearly 8-day festival to celebrate the victory of saving their faith from an invading nation. Hanukkah lasts for 8 days and is celebrated with prayer, the lighting of a 9-candled menorah, the 9th candle being used as a helper candle, which sits on the windowsill of your most public window, feasting on traditional Jewish foods, playing games, and exchanging gifts. I hope you learned something today about Hanukkah.
Hi everyone, I'm Emily Kimball. I am the director of the Newnan County Historical Society and McRitchie House Museum, and we would like to wish you all a happy holiday season and a very Merry Christmas. Now, Christmas celebrations have their roots in winter solstice celebrations. This is when the Norse celebrated Yule, when the Germans paid homage to Odin, and when the Romans celebrated Saturnalia. Now, in the Middle Ages, these pagan holidays or winter solstice celebrations got replaced with Christmas. And Christmas was recognized as a celebration of Jesus' birth. And Christmas became the prominent celebration during the winter season, or around December 21st, 22nd, and 23rd, or what we celebrate now, December 25th, as the day of Christmas. In the 19th century in America, Christmas became more of what we recognize now. It used to be more of like a carnival type of celebration, but now it's celebrated more as like a day of peace and a day of family, a day of rest. It was around the 19th century that Charles Dickens also wrote A Christmas Carol, which made the Christmas season even more about goodwill and giving and charity. Over the past 100 years since that 19th century, Americans have developed their Christmas traditions. We now decorate the tree. We give out Christmas gifts. We see our family and eat huge meals. And of course, we leave out cookies and milk for Santa. So now Christmas is about joy. It's about family. Whether you're religious or not, we can all come together and celebrate peace, love, and joy, and all the good and wonderful things in our lives. So, Merry Christmas to you and yours.
Hi, my name is Arnice Chambers, Executive Director of the Coweta County African American Heritage Museum and Research Center, along with the historic Farmer Street Cemetery. And I'd like to share with you an African American cultural festival known as Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa is spelled Kwanzaa, and it is celebrated December 26th through New Year's Day, January 1st. The history behind Kwanzaa goes like this. Following the Watts riots in Los Angeles, California, Dr. Maulana Karenga, professor and chairman of Black Studies at California State University, Long Beach, created Kwanzaa in 1966. The name Kwanzaa is derived from the Swahili phrase Matunda ya Kwanzaa, meaning first fruits. Kwanzaa is a celebration of the African American community with combined aspects of Ashanti and Zulu harvest celebrations. Kwanzaa is celebrated with African drums and storytelling, poetry reading, songs, and dance, as well as a large traditional meal. On each of the 7 Kwanzaa nights, families gather around and a child lights one of the candles on the kinara, known as the candle holder. Then one of the 7 principles, called the Nguzo Saba, is discussed amongst the family and the children. The 7 principles are unity, self-determination, collective work and responsibility, cooperative economics, purpose, creativity, and lastly, faith. The large African feast is called a Karamu, and that is held on December 31st. Now, if you were to look at a kinara, the candle holder, it would look like this. There are 3 red candles to the left, a black candle in the center, and then 3 green candles to the right, and they are all associated with different principles. The red candle stand for creativity, which is known as Kumba, cooperative, known as Ujamaa, self, known as Kujijakulia. The black candle, unity, Umoja. The green candles to the right, collective, known as Ujima, purpose, Nia, and faith, Imani. And along with the other institutions, great institutions, the Noonan Coweta Historical Society and the Carnegie Library, we wanted to wish you a joyous holiday season, no matter what it is that you celebrate. But most of all, we want to extend to everyone the word hope. And just like Kwanzaa, where there is faith, purpose, collective unity, self-cooperative, and creativity, hope is found in each of those too. No matter, there is still hope. And collectively, if we work together in unity, hope is always at the center. And on behalf of the Coweta County African American Heritage Museum and Research Center, always remember that the passions behind our purpose and the purpose behind our passions is the fact that we want to preserve the legacies, the integrities, and the vulnerabilities of our shared histories. Thank you so much.